This week's Talk of the Town features Kent's Optics. Let them get you ready for your hunting trips. We also talked to Tremonton's new food pantry director, Carey Hunsaker. During the National Day of Service donation event, 3,152 pounds of food were donated, as well as $1,090. Last week, the Lady Bear soccer team lost to Logan 2-1, and Bear River football fell in a heartbreaker 35-34 to the number 1 seed Skyview. Although both teams suffered defeat, they put up a great fight that shows what these teams are capable of. See what both Coach Waits had to say.
We've been around for probably 30 years now, give or take a year or two. So, yeah, long time. Started small, and then we've grown to where we have our own little department in the store. We've been over here now for a couple of years, but we've been over by the service desk for 20 years, give or take there. So, yeah, it just keeps growing, seems like yearly. So.
I've been here for 40 plus years. My dad was one of the original owners, and me and my brother have been doing, like say, sporting goods. Worked here for that whole time frame, but we've been doing sporting goods 30 plus years. So when we weren't working in sporting goods, we were working in the grocery store. Both took some time off and went to college, came back, and still stayed here in the family business.
We enjoy the outdoors and stuff like that, so I think people always come in to talk to us about hunting, fishing, outdoor recreating, that type of thing. And we just thought, we really like it. So it was just something to do to break up the monotony of a grocery store, kind of. But it was good for us, and we just tried to always give people a good deal and knowledge. I think that helps. And as that continued, and people, we'd have friends and stuff that we knew outside of the area, and they'd call us and start ordering stuff, and it just slowly took off to where we required our own space, we required more attention, more time to manage it, and it's just grown into something that we can enjoy and provide for the people of the community in other areas.
We have a lot of contacts with outfitters and people like that, so it's been really good with that connection, because they buy a lot and then they spread the word throughout a lot of states. So we've been able to grow. We do a lot of business in other states besides Utah, so it's been good that way too. Well, we specialize in hunting, we the two of us, but we also have people that work for us. We have another gentleman that works for us named Terrell that's one of the best long-range competitive shooters in northern Utah, so he does a lot of works with us on setting up guns for long-range capability. A lot of people come in here and talk to us about their tags and application strategies and stuff like that, but we try to mostly help them out with the hunting side of it, and then facilitate whatever type with their hunt. Even if we set them up with an outfitter, or we talk to them about their hunt. And
yeah, and we've pretty much hunted every western state. And we get a lot of customers come in and they'll draw hunts or special hunts that are once in a lifetime type thing to them. And if we haven't been there, we at least have some knowledge or know somebody that has, and we can a lot of our day is just that, spent talking hunting and giving people advice and trying to help them that way.
Well, we sell firearms. We sell a lot of rifle scopes with entry level to very very technical long range capabilities, hunting capabilities. We also sell. We really specialize, we feel like, in binoculars and spotting scopes, backpacks, accessories. We also like to display antlers. We're both avid antler collectors and have been for a lot of years. So we try to create a good atmosphere in here, kind of a little bit of a mini Cabela's-ville when you come in here, and hopefully that people feel that and realize that.
This September is probably my favorite month of the year as far as hunting goes. It's archery season, and that kicks off the year usually, and it's fun to start to see all the hunts take place, and the weather's just beautiful this time of year, so it's good to be out in the hills and be outdoors in general. And yeah, I think September, October might be my most favorite time of the year, and it seems like people are most excited about the hunting end of what we do that time of year, because all the hunts start, and so we get to talk to a lot of customers about hunting and what they're doing.
Yeah, and I'd agree. It starts kind of in August, and then it runs all the way through Christmas, with Christmas being a busy time of year for us too. But the fall season, just for us in itself, because we get to also get out enjoy the fall time, and then that's when we get to actually, the people that have come in and talked to us about their preparation and where they're going hunting, we get to see the results of it. So that's kind of a fun time for us as well.
Yeah, and one of our bigger attractions is, we have our picture board, and it's kind of old school where people mostly just have pictures on their phone now, but people really like to come in and look at the pictures, and we get people more and more, hey, can I bring you a picture? And we're like, heck yeah, we had to expand over the other wall, so it's good to see their success and their fun.
We really like Vortex Optics. They're really good to work with. They're a super competitive company that have great pricing, and they have a lot of different products, so you can, whatever budget you fall in, they have quality you're looking for. They have a product that can fit that bill. They have absolutely the best, hands down, customer service and warranty that's out there. We also like Swarovski Optics. They make a really high end optic that's a very competitive optic, especially considering that most of your overseas optics are high-end optics, and we feel that Swarovski Optics brings that to the table with that. So those are the two that we kind of like the most, I think, and sell the most of and compete the most with.
The Business Spotlight segment of Talk of the Town is made possible by supportive sponsors who allow Bear River Live to feature community stories and all the good that is happening every day in our county.
I am Carey Hunsaker, and I've been involved with the pantry I volunteered for 15 years, and in April of this year, Kathy Newman retired. She'd been here for 18 years, and I took over and got the job as the Tremonton Food Pantry director, and I've loved it ever since. I've enjoyed volunteering here. I've known Kathy as a personal friend, and it's just like family here with all the volunteers and everything. So I had some big shoes to fill, but she trained me well. So anyway, I'm really grateful for her and helping me out and getting me really on my feet here in this new career path. How I got involved with the Tremonton Food Pantry is I worked for a group home of court-ordered youth that needed volunteer hours. So I met Kathy, met with her. We'd bring, me and another staff would bring a group of youth here to help her clean or organize or do that, and that's how I got started with the food pantry. And after a while, it just became that I would come without them and just serve, and then pretty soon I wasn't working there anymore, but I still just loved everybody, and I just wanted to come, and it just is rewarding. And I've had people come in that have been really just down and out and have hugged us and cried because they didn't know what else to do, and at least they have food so that they are able to feed their children and be able to get by and maybe be able to pay their house payment or pay their car payment, and at least they didn't have to know where their next meal is going to come from. So people have been really grateful for the service that we provide here. So we depend fully on donations. If our donations run the pantry, and all the donations help with the food donated to the pantry, and grants help run the pantry. So we really depend on all the companies and individuals and churches and everybody that's helped so much to give to us. We have a cabinet outside of the pantry that you're welcome to drop anything off in. The things that we ask that you don't keep in there, though, is like perishable stuff or anything like that. And that cabinet's checked pretty much once a day by either myself or one of the volunteers. They come by and check it for me too, and then they can bring it in. Some of the items that we'll be needing is that we run out of a lot of that help our pantry is any applesauce, canned fruit, jams and jelly, cooking oil, ketchup, crackers, like we said, any non-perishable items. We also need hygiene items, and we can take fresh produce from the garden. We've been having a lot of that come in. That's really great. We can take frozen meat too if you want to, and then we can we do have a website on the Tremonton City website too that you can donate. If it's hard for you to get out or anything, you can donate money. From September 1st to the 27th, we have a food drive going on that's sponsored by Western Ag, and they do this every year. In the whole month, we collect donations, and we for every donation that it'll be matched 50 cents per pound up to $10,000. And it's really cool because not only do we get the donated food, but then we also get like a money donation to help to provide maybe the things that we run out of or that we don't get, or if we need turkeys for Thanksgiving or something like that. So that's a really cool food drive that's going to go on in September. We'll have this food drive this month, and then around the holidays, around like November, when people are starting to think about Thanksgiving, and that we'll start to get a few more little food drives with the schools or with churches or things like that. So people want to give during the holidays, and so our food donations will pick up a little bit during that time, which is really helpful because also we pick up a little bit because it's hard to buy Christmas and be able to afford food. So that's really good that way. And then we don't have a really major food drive until March, where that's the biggest food drive we have per year. So, and then we just have people call in and they just ask what they can do or what we need, and we're grateful for anything. Oh, and we get this question all the time. We'll get a question whether or not we can take outdated food, and we can take outdated food. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you're questioned to whether or not, you can still bring it in, and we inspect everything, and we make sure it's okay to put out, and we make sure it's not too far out on the date, and then we can put it out. But most all the pantries have outdated food everywhere, so that's a common thing. That even the Utah Food Bank has outdated food, so that's not unusual. It's just a Best By day. So, and we know that, and we try to educate people on that too. So the only thing that we can't have outdated is baby food. So that's just a regulation that's put on by the state, that the baby food or formula can't be outdated. We're really grateful for all the donations we get. We have wonderful companies like Post, West Liberty, and Lineage. They continually give to us, Nucor, and we're just grateful for all these places that continually give to us, Kent's, Family Dollar. So we're just grateful, amongst many more places that continually give to us and have things, and they'll call us and say, can we come get it? And we can pick up if it's a larger amount, or especially from stores if they have things they can't use. And we take hygiene, we can take dog food, we can take anything, pretty much anything that stores or places don't need or trying to get rid of. The food pantry serves families in need, and if anybody wants to try to qualify, they just need proof of address and proof of income. People are surprised because the income level, you don't have to not make any money. You can make money and still come here. And we serve all of Box Elder County, the northern part of Box Elder County, from Honeyville to the Idaho border, and we serve all the way out to. We have people come in from Park Valley, so we have a huge area that we serve. It's not just for residents of Tremonton City, and so we come in and we can help people that maybe just need a one-time need, or if they need help every month. And our clients can come in once a month, anytime during the month, to get their food. And we try to help out with as much as we can. I know sometimes it looks like we have a lot, but we serve up to 125 families per month, and the amount of individuals we serve is 450, up to 450. And so that can clear out our shelves pretty fast, serving that many people. So anyway, we just appreciate so many. We live in a wonderful valley with so many wonderful people, and that's what keeps our pantry going. So anyway, I'm really excited for the future for the pantry, and I'm excited for looking forward to you know, my path here at the Tremonton Food Pantry as the director.
Lopez, the long shot, Pond able to knock it down. Free kick from the far side, Pond able to tip it up. This one off the top bar again, the cleanup goes up and in the hands of Brooklyn by Kennington. Over the middle, Lopez, but crashed hard and stolen away by Chloe Kamek. Short pass over to the middle. And defense here for the Lady Bears. Lopez. Defense trying to slow her down, able to make the shot, but Brooklyn Pond able to make the stop with 11 goals. Keeping this one low, and Brooklyn back over the middle. Butler with a shot, and this one off the top bar, and nobody there to clean it up. That's the head. And in the middle, scary situation again, but the Lady Bears. Back the other way. Good pass on the far side. Again, Mickelson with speed. Another steal. That's over to Lopez in the middle. Yeah, over to White. Trying to pick her spot, but another deflection here by the Lady Bears, and guess who? With a move, here's a shot, and off the pole. Can't get her own rebound. Big kick, Gracie Meads. Here on the near side, gonna chase it down, keep it from going out of bounds. Little hesitation away from numbers, there's a shot, and wrapped up. Over to White, might have been offsides. Slide tackle doesn't work for Pond. Drops back and sweeps this one up off. In the middle over Gracie Meads. Meads with a shot at the 1 minute marker and gets it to go! Ties this one up! Header is popped up for Pond. Able to save this one. Cheers. With a good move. Gets her away from Nicholson for the time being. There's a shot popped up by Brooklyn Pond. Lopez kicks this one up. And the ball hits the pole. And there the game. Lopez again from the corner. This one low and it's going to hop in. Final, the Lady Bears going to fall to the Grizzlies 2-1.
So obviously a night and day difference from the first time you guys played them. Take us through the emotional roller coaster of today.
We played them how I expected to play them. Really early and we were on our heels. This time we came out prepared and high intensity, high energy. I'm frustrated at the amount of opportunities that we had that we weren't able to put away, but I think that's been a struggle for us the entire year, is just executing the goal scoring opportunities. But the way that we battled, the girls have never battled like that, back like that before, especially after being down one. We're typically on our heels after that, and I am so proud of them for getting that goal back and putting us into overtime. I thought it was a well-fought game.
A sad way to lose on senior night. Tell me a little bit about your seniors.
They are an absolutely incredible group. I'm going to miss them so much. Besides just being great athletes, they're just great people too. And I know they're going to do incredible things, and it sucks because I really hoped that we could honor them with a win today. But I think we honored them with how we played. So hopefully hopefully they remember their senior year as a positive experience for them.
Really beautiful game today for them. Obviously sad you couldn't get the win. How do you guys plan to continue in this momentum but get the wins in the end?
It's really executing those goal scoring opportunities. That's something we worked on the entire day at practice yesterday, and I think we started to get it. But that's really what we need to do. Our defense is beautiful. Our mid usually does really well. It's just connecting that final third. That's how we're going to get some wins in the rest of the season.
And then I know you guys do your awards. Tell us what those are and how hard is it to give them out each game, seeing as every girl could be deserving?
Yeah, so those are our Core Covenant awards. So our 4 Core Covenants are desire, optimism, competitive, and united. And so we give them to the girl who has exhibited that core covenant the best throughout the week, so not necessarily just a game situation. Typically, it is really hard to make those decisions because there are multiple girls who are showing those things consistently throughout. But typically, there's one that kind of steps up above the rest, and we've actually given a couple of the awards to the same person twice, so it's not like we're just giving them out to give them out, but people are actually earning them and exhibiting those core characteristics that we want them to show.
Olsen in the backfield. Olsen looking to pass, is going to throw it over here to Marble. Got to make just one guy miss. You'll have a first down. There's a Frank Mason first. Everybody out here to the bottom of your screen. There's a throw over to Egbert, but the Bears all over it. Roberts able to stop him. Marble to wrap him up. And forward progression will stop. You do have Stone Higley kick a field goal. This is a chip shot here for him. We're going to go to the pass here on third down. Corner in zone, and it is caught. Robert. They're going to pull it around the end, and the Bears still there. Stops him from going. Marble the man in motion. Take the handoff. Cross. There's a slant route here by Roberts. Trying to spin away. It's a Frank Maskadoo first down here for the Bears. Getting it in motion. Going to pass there across the middle, and there's Roberts again, getting away from one guy. We've seen it multiple times. This time at the bottom of your screen, gonna take off on the underneath route, but they find Jones on the far side. That's a Frank Mason first and 15 here for Bear River. Take the pass. Here's over to Roberts in some space, takes a pop. Another Frank Mason first down at the 50-yard line. One at the bottom. And here goes Owen Olsen. He'll get knocked out. He'll have a... Olsen gonna fake this handoff and give it over to Roberts. And there he goes down the field. Another quick scorer here for Bear River. Chase Roberts. Shotgun. There's a handoff, and the Bears gonna stop him. What a stop by the defense! Goes in motion, comes here to the near side. Make the handoff again. Blitzers come, hit as he's thrown and caught. Roberts again in motion. Stops, turns upfield. Olsen's gonna step up and scramble. He's got a lot. He's got a Frank Mason first down and a lot more. He's gonna take a couple shots. Be down to the 2-yard line. Another Frank Maskadoo first. Jones gets the handoff. Barrels in, and there's a touchdown here for Bear River. The momentum has swung. Bear River fans trying to get into it. Here's a wrap up by the Bears defense. It'll be fourth down. And now Bear River. And it's blocked. The Bears blocking and scooped up. Coming back the other way and return the Bears with a huge stop. Chase Roberts with the return. Three wideouts here at the bottom, one up at the top. Jones and Olsen in the backfield. Olsen gonna scramble. He's got a lot of room to run if he wants it, and he will take it down the sideline. Frank Maskadoo first down, dives out of bounds, stop the clock with 43 seconds. Olsen in shotgun, looking, gonna throw as he's hit. And he's got his man, Marble, gets it! Around to three wideouts. Bears gotta hurry, get this play off. Just in time and wide open is Marble! They are a point after away from tying this one up across the middle of the field. Talon Marble. Coach Wade says, I want to win it. Olsen looking to throw. And it's caught. No, it goes incomplete. Everybody on the 50 or the 40. It bounces backwards. And the Bears running all going the other direction. And the Bobcats are going to have this one. With 7 seconds to go, they can nail this one down. Bear River again giving the number 1 seed here in 4A a run for their money on a 35-34 loss here on homecoming night for the Bobcats.
That was a fun game. Obviously not the outcome you wanted, but tell me about the grit and heart your guys had tonight.
Yeah, obviously very proud of our kids, you know, down 21-7 at half. Stuck in it, you know, made some corrections. We didn't make the same mistakes that we did in the first half, and so we were able to bounce back, and our kids have a ton of grit. They stick together, they love each other, and obviously that was shown with the final score. So, you know, not discouraged. Obviously want to get that final play, but, you know, it was a hard-fought game, so can't be mad.
And as you mentioned, total different game in the second half. Not that they did bad in the first, but the second half they really came alive. What was said in the locker room? What were some of the things that helped you guys have that momentum shift?
Not a whole lot. You know, coaches pretty much stayed out of the locker room, and we allowed our kids to regroup together. Like I've always said, it's a player-led team. So they were able to do that, and we made corrections at halftime as coaches. And you know, obviously we put ourselves in a position to win the ball game. So that's all you can ask for.
Marble came in big, got that block, another big catch down the line. Tell me a little bit about him.
He's awesome kid. You know, one of the guys that you always want on your football team. You know, had a very slow start, and it's hard for kids to bounce back after a couple drops. And you know, he was very frustrated with himself. And you know, I love talent. I know he's going to compete. I know he's going to bounce back. So I don't even address it with him, just because he's that great of a kid. So you know, obviously one of our best playmakers and one of our leaders, and he proved it. So.
And take us through the thought process of that last play. Could either go for the tie, go for the win. Tell us what the thought was there.
I'm going for the win every time. We had the momentum. We had everything going for us. You know, obviously, you know, I'm going to be thinking about that call, you know, for the rest of my life. But that's okay. You know, I put the ball into the hands of our kids, and you know, I'm always going to go for the win. I'm always going to trust our kids to make the play. So.
Next week, we talked to Tremonton's new Fire Chief, Brady Hansen, as well as Fire Chief Interim, Chris Gothern, who made sure the department functioned properly while the city searched for their new chief. Check it all out on Talk of the Town.